And welcome down here to Manning, Iowa, home of the IKM-Manning Wolves, as we come to you here from the Mackey Motors Tailgate, brought to you by Mackey Motors of Lake City, recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City, or check them out online at MackeyMotors.com. We are coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade, helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. You can watch and listen to tonight's IKM-Manning Audubon volleyball matchup for Manning here tonight. You can go to our CB Sports Network YouTube channel. Got Megan Berger sitting over here to my right.
We know that winning the game means having a game plan that works. Make us a part of your game plan to keep your combine, tractors, and all other farm equipment running. Give us a call whenever you need parts and rebuilt parts. Our experts have the knowledge that will save you precious time and money. Call Worthington Ag Parts in Audubon at 800-831-5730 or visit us.
We welcome you back here again on the Mackey Motors.
House Barn Heritage Park preserves our German-American culture locally. Schedule a tour to take a step back in time and get a glimpse of the German heritage in the late 1800s and early 1900s. Rent the park for gatherings of any size. And when you become a member, you'll enjoy a variety of membership benefits and aid in the upkeep of our German-American heritage. It's the perfect spot to go back in time to the beautiful German heritage and agriculture.
The Manila Times is a proud supporter of the IKM-Manning Wolves. They are the paper that the IKM-Manning community depends on for their school and sports news. They're excited to bring you the most current and up-to-date Kirkman, Manila, and Manning, and beyond. If you are not currently a subscriber, it's time that you find out what everyone is talking about. Go Wolves! The Manila Times
is your needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep the play. They have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
'70. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank simply for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available.
Classes as a freshman here, it gets him more prepared and gets them the transition from high school to college is very nice to have that.
Smaller campus, so it's a lot easier to know where you're going. It's hard to get lost here, and there's always a smiling face to help you if you don't know where you're going.
It's really nice to be able to get college credit, go into the workforce right away.
Being a part of a team is not only fun, it can give our students a sense of identity and help them develop. Student athletes, make sure you are taking care of your body before, during, and after the game. Proper warm-ups and cool-down are vital to staying on the field or court. Regular chiropractic appointments can help reduce the risk of injury. Stay in the game by taking care of your body. Good luck to all area student athletes this season. Let's stay healthy and have fun.
Building Products Headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality, or you just need a little help on a project. Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
Listen to our matchup. Got Megan Berger sitting over here to my right. She is running our video production here tonight. So if you want matchup, you can check that out by going to YouTube and searching CB Sports Network. Again, you can watch and listen to tonight's matchup. Audubon coming into this one under head coach Brandy Grun. They're 12-6 on the season. Prior to that, they're right now 3-2 in their last 5. They lost to Fort Dodge up at the Carroll Tournament 2-1 last Saturday. Beat Spencer 2-0. Lost to South Central Calhoun 2-0. Led late in both of those 2 sets. And then they defeated Storm Lake also again up at the Carroll Tournament last Saturday. They'll be at Trainer coming up on Tuesday of next week. For the Carroll Tigers under head coach McKaylee Cron, they continue to show growth this year and are playing better volleyball. They have dropped 7 straight. Again, some good competition. They fell to Trainer the other night, 3-love. And then up at the Carroll Tournament last weekend, they lost to Fort Dodge, to New Alfonda, and to Carroll. They lost by the matches to Fort Dodge and Carroll each 2-1, and they lost the match to New Alfonda 2-0. They also fell to Underwood here in this very strong Western Iowa Conference 3 Walnut, and they are going to have them here at home. For Audubon, they come in with 44 aces on the season. Actually, that's just Addie Hooker. This is a really good serving ball club. They come in match. They're hitting it at about 85.7%. They give up a little bit of percentage to get aggressive with their serving. They're averaging about, they've got 4 girls that have more than 25 aces on. Hitting 172, averaging about 25 kills per match. They've got about 642 digs on the year as well, 25 per match on that. 77 blocks on the year, averaging about 4 a match. And they've got 446 kills. Out of that, 401 of those have been assisted on this year. For IKM-Manning, they've gotten up above 0 this year. They've got 219 kills. That's about 18 per match. They do have 199 assists on those 219 kills. Back row, they've got 526 digs on the year. 44 digs per match is what they're averaging. They have 38 blocks on the year, averaging about 4 blocks per match. And then, a little over 3 blocks per match. And then 50 aces on the year, serving at about a 90 point. Looking to get a lot of ace serves. They want to get serves in. They're trying to get you out of the system, but not one of those real extremely aggressive serving teams. Taking a look at some of our leaders for. We move to a hitter. Maddie Kaspabauer was injured and is out tonight. So they've moved Anna up to the hitting position, and they're going to go without a libero. Addie Hooker having just a tremendous senior season. She is assist on the year and leading them with 44 aces. Maddie Nielsen's been a tremendous player her entire career. The senior leading them in kills with 191 and 141 digs, leads them in both with 27 blocks on the year. For IKM-Manning, Grace Carroll really coming on. They've had her in the libero. She's not going to be in the libero role tonight either, as she was injured, or not injured, tonight in practice. So Laura going to move into the hitting role here tonight, but she leads them with 133 digs on the year. Ella Richards, the senior, having a nice senior season, a 94 assist on the year to lead them, and Williams, the 5'11 senior, a tough player in the middle, leads them with 75 kills and 15 blocks. And then Carly Arp, kind of a do-it-all girl. She was a hitter for them last year that played all the way around. This year they moved her into that right side and putting together a very solid season. We'll step away, back in 1 minute with a look at our starting lineups. That's coming up next right here on 93.7 KKRL.
Dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation in a convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive health care. To the cross, always St. Anthony.
For almost 150 years, Roselle Mutual has been insuring homes, farms, and so much more in Carroll and the surrounding communities. We offer outstanding coverage whether you need it for your shiny new car, your next ATV ride in the trails, or boating day on the water, or you're looking to put better protection on your family home and farm. Roselle Mutual and Grinnell Mutual are here to provide you with expertise, farm, home, and auto insurance. Give us a call today at 792-4525. Roselle Mutual, proudly insuring the area since 1876.
Coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. It's Fuel, Recover, and Perform. Mackey Motors Tailgate. At Mackey Motors in Lake City, or check them out online at MackeyMotors.com. Starting lineups tonight for Audubon: Anna Larson, Addie Hooker, Michelle Brooks, Maddie Nielsen, Caden. Going to be the starters tonight. And for IKM-Manning, it'll be Grace Carroll, Aaron Ramsey, Ella Richards, Addison Bandow, also Megan Williams and Carly Art, along with Anna Stengel, taking over that libero role here this evening. When
you buy from a local business, like one of the new Auto Group dealerships, the money stays right.
I was looking to replace the floor in a couple rooms at home. It can be super overwhelming with all of the options. Showroom and selection. I had no idea how extensive their product lines were. They have a designer on staff that helped me narrow down what I was looking for. When you change your floors, it changes the whole character of a room. I use their product visualizer. I totally recommend JP Flooring in Carroll.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself at their You Pull It. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
People want and deserve more reliability, both in their homes and places of work. Dries Company will be there to meet these challenges, whether we are designing a new system or servicing your existing equipment. We are a rapidly growing company that strives to meet and exceed all your expectations. We pride ourselves in our installation and service. Dries Company, servicing the Carroll area since 1933.
From footings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial. For more than with 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
Has the roof on your home or business been damaged by the recent hailstorm? Does your roof need looked at? Let our hail damage experts at Brinks Exteriors work for you to get you a new roof. Call 712-ROOF. Investment. Hail happens, but we can fix it. Call Brinks Exteriors now for a free roof inspection. 712-ROOF Pro.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
Welcome you back here on 93.7 KKR. I want to thank Robinson Implement supplying the phone line for us down here. Robinson Implement, where service isn't just a word, it's their #1 product. Jeff Blankman matchup. Brad Benton, Corey McCarville are our line judges here tonight. We're set to get underway. Audubon in their road gray jersey and white stripes down the side. IKM-Manning in their home black jerseys with the green numbers on the front and back with the green wolves on the back as well. Audubon has white Audubon kind of in the lower. Should be a fun one here tonight. Wheelers have been playing really good volleyball as of late. I see Casey Peter and Franny Glenn from Kemper in the house tonight, always out scouting the area volleyball teams. I think they're here supporting some kids that they've played club with here as well. So that's always nice to see them do that as well. Addison Bandow checking out now for IKM-Manning. After right across to your radio dial and our video dial here tonight. Wolves will be going right to left. First serve going to be a deep one back middle, and that is going to drop in for an ace for Anna Larson. Oh, they called that out. Excuse me. So IKM-Manning with the lead. Maddie Nielsen off the left side gets the big swing. I got the green line and the white line. Sorry, folks, mixed up here a moment ago. So Maddie Nielsen will tie us up at 1-1. So there was no ace here by Larson. Maddie Hooker getting that assist. Up to Richards. Into the middle now to Williams. That's going to be touched at the net. Played up by Audubon. And then Miller will free ball it deep. Ramsey off. Deep on the push that time by Carroll. That one's going to sail long. And now Audubon has their first lead here tonight as they lead it by a score of 2. Trying to push that deep corner. Just shoved it a little bit too far. Miller again with the jump serve, played by Carroll back right, kept alive by Williams. Now free balled over by Richards. Larson out of the big swing, cross court. Looks like right now IKM-Manning blocking line, trying to force Maddie to go cross court. She's done that on the first two. They'll probably adjust here in a moment. Nielsen, a very near. Wheeler's up 3-1. Miller comes up Matt middle, played by Williams, up to Richards. Middle set for Williams, and that's going to drop in. Trying to get forward with Larson, but unable to get to it. Ella Richards will pick up the assist. Her with her 76th kill of the year. And that's going to make it 3-2. Williams will go back to serve. Abby Wanzer checks in now for Ramsey. Nielsen out of the back left on the serve receive. They'll come right side now to Brooks, and we're second tie here in this first set. That set took her kind of into the net. She had all her momentum going forward and not able to keep herself and kind of hit those breaks when you land. Williams again with the serve. Back row attack, and that's one's going to sail wide. Nielsen playing the front, but had gone back to get that ball. Hooker called her off and then bumps it to Nielsen. And Nielsen that time hit it wide on the attack attempt. IKM-Manning has taken the that'll drop in for Maddie Nielsen, her third. And we're tied at 4-4. Appreciate everybody tuning in here tonight. Anna Stengel, checking in for Williams. Anna trying to get used to the libero role again. She's just been a DS. Serve on the way, played by Bandow. Tracked down now by Brooks. We got a joust at the net, and Addison Bandow, the freshman, talented freshman for IKM-Manning, wins that. IKM-Manning back up 1-5-4 as Carla Yarp goes back to serve. Kate Stengel will check in as Richards checks out for the Wolves. Art, the lefty with the serve. That one's going to sail long. Didn't get that toss quite high enough and hit straight in behind the ball instead of getting that arm extended. And we are knotted now at 5-5. Popped up that time by Nielsen, back row. Hooker goes to Harlow Miller, back row attack. Dug by Carroll up to the net. IKM-Manning kept it alive. Wanzer able to free ball it over. Now Hooker dumps it in on the second ball, and Addie Hooker picking up a kill for her, and that is kill number 35 for her on the season. And the Wheelers are back on top now by a score of 6. 4 ties. Carroll on the serve receive, gets up into the rafters. Stengel trying to play at that time, unable to do so. Kind of lost it as it bounced around a little bit and just couldn't adjust quick enough in the lead. That's going to be off of Carroll for an ace. So Maddie Nielsen with the ace serve, first ace serve here tonight. And the Wheelers have extended the lead here to 8-5. And that time sails along. And that is going to make it 8-6. And folks, we will be doing our KCIM Sports Rewind All-Star festivities for both baseball and softball. Coming up, we'll get the date and all that stuff. We'll have the top volleyball players and football players from the area schools we cover. Maddie Nielsen with the attack. That one going to sail long. And that's going to make it now 8-7. Stengel with the serve, played by Miller, back left, tipped over by Hooker, and that's going to get off of Stengel. On the night, both on that second ball. Wheeler's lead is 2 at 9-7. Brooks will serve it away. That's going to be played up by Williams. They'll get it now in a lift. They're going to call a lift on Stengel, and that's going to make it now 10-7. Serve on the way. That'll be Carroll in the back left. Over now to Art, back over to Carroll, pushes it across. Played up that time by Nielsen, the hooker into the middle. And that'll go on at Kate Stengel. And that'll put the Wheelers up by 4, their largest lead in this first set at 11-7. Serve on the way, and that is going to drop in for an ace serve. It's 12-7 as Michelle Brooks picks up the ace serve, her first of the night. Brooks has done a nice job serving this year for the Wheelers. Has done a really nice job defensively at the net. Megan Williams on the serve receive, tracked down by Arp, and then free balled over by able to get her first kill here tonight. Hooker with her 4th assist. And the Wheelers beginning to pull away here, up 13-7. Michelle Brooks again with the serve. Played by Carroll. Up to Arp into the middle to Stengel, and that's going to drop in. Got partially blocked that time, but Kate Stengel, the 6'2 senior, able to get it to drop in. Carlunzer will check out. Aaron Ramsey back onto the floor. So Stengel, Williams, Carroll, Arp, Stengel, and Kate with a Ramsey. Started 6 still on the floor, and there's a quick set in the middle for Addie Hooker to Harlow Miller, and Miller with another quick kill. And the lead is back to 6 at 14-8. Running that quick out of the serve receive. Serve coming up again for Hooker. Goes back middle, played up by Carroll. Off now to Arp, left side to Williams, and that is going to be a tool. Got it right down on the block. Good job that time by Megan Williams as she picks up her 2nd kill. Arp with her 2nd assist. And it's now 14-9. Excuse me, yes, my Richards goes into the net. That'll make it 15-9. Jordan Mulford has now checked into the back row for Audubon. Maddie Nielsen out of the left. That'll be touched to the net. A little drop in for Maddie. And that is going to be her. And it is 16-9 in favor of Audubon. And a Larson with the serve, played by Williams in the front. Richards comes left side to Arp. She'll free ball it across. Played that time by Hooker to Miller. Right side now to Spohr. Pushed to the donut, dug by Williams. Richards will set it up for Arp. Has to free ball at corner. Played by Larson back middle. Now into Miller in the middle. Tipped. That's going to be off of Williams and Williams. And that is going to put the Wheelers up 17-9. We've got a timeout on the floor. We're going to step away back in 30 seconds. Wheelers up 17-9 on the Wolves in set 1.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo. Great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop
Larson back to serve for the Audubon Wheelers. Are up 17-9 here in set 1. Serve attempt, but unable to come up with it. Larson picks up the ace. It's now 18-9. Larson again will serve it away. Talked about Audubon in their serve. They've really had IKM-Manning out of system a lot. Carroll with the attack out of the right side. Popped up nicely by Hooker. Spohr tips it across over to Nielsen, who tips it across. Arp gets it to Richards, and in the middle to Williams. That's going to sail long. Young IKM-Manning team. I know they've got some seniors out there, but they play a lot of sophomores. They need to keep the heads up here. Richards gets it down over to Arp. She'll have to free ball it across. Larson to Hooker, left side Nielsen. In the back row for Ramsey. She's going to go deep and hit that one back behind her. It's going to sail on her. It'll be out of bounds. And the lead is now 20-9. Larson. It'll be played by Stengel. Overpass, tipped down by Harlow Miller, her 4th. And the run continues here for Audubon as they lead it now 21-9. Serve coming up again here for Larson. Played by Ramsey, and that's going to be another ace serve for Anna Larson. 22-9 now in favor of Larson. Did a really nice job serving Saturday as well. Another deep serve through the fingertips of Williams. Another ace for Larson. 23-9 now in favor of Audubon. Larson's they're going to hit deep again. Played by Ramsey. Tracked down by Richards. Bump set right side to Art. Big swing. That's going to sail out of bounds. And it is set point in favor of Audubon at 24-9. Serve on the way. Played by Ramsey to Richards. Now to Williams. That'll make it now 24-10. Serve coming up here for Grace Carroll. Second time through the serve line now for IK. Barrel for him. Moved due to an injury into the hitting and all the way around spot tonight. And there's going to be another kill for Harlow Miller, her fifth. And that is going to do it as Audubon will win this first set here tonight by a final of 25-10. We'll step away back in 2.5 minutes right here on 93.7 at KKRL.
And strengthens your well-being. Build strong communities. Because when our men love life, it makes a brighter community for all. DePaco can help you be well.
Could not have done it by myself.
Of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has you have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
This is Iowa, and Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC.
Classes as a freshman here, it gets him more prepared and gets them the transition from high school to college is very nice to have that.
To know where you're going, it's hard to get lost here. So, and there's always a smiling face to help you if you don't know where you're going.
It's really nice to be able to get college credits to a further degree or just use your auto program to go into the workforce right away.
Being a part of a team is not only fun, it can give our relationships. This is Dr. Nate Luth, Next Generation Chiropractic. Student athletes, make sure you are taking care of your body before, during, and after the game. Proper warm-ups and cool-down are vital to staying on the field or court, and having regular chiropractic appointments can help reduce the risk of injury. Stay in the game by taking care of your body. Good luck to all area student athletes this season. Let's stay healthy. And
getting the first 2 points and then a kill by Harlow Miller. Grace Carroll had one of those for IKM-Manning. Now Carly Arp with the attack out of the right side, and Arp going to drop that one in as the Wolves have it taken. So IKM-Manning coming out fighting like he anticipated they would. Shout out again to Robinson Implement, again providing the phone line for us here in the gym. Jump serve on the way by Carroll, taken by Nielsen. That's going to be an overpass, and right there was Megan Williams waiting on it, and Williams knocks it in there for the kill, and that's going to make it a 4-1 lead now in favor of IKM-Manning. Wolves looking sharp here in this second set. Nice adjustments by Coach Cross. He actually took off running and got to the back line and watched it go out of bounds, because if it would have been in then, she could have played it. Too many players nowadays kind of turn watch the ball go out of bounds, and then if it drops in, they're not there to be able to play it. Harlow Miller just picking up an ace serve for IKM-Manning, for Audubon. They've got the IKM-Manning lead here to 4-3. Served by Miller on the way, played by Williams, back middle up to Richards. Over to the right side to Art, blocked. Played back up by Carroll over to Richards. She'll hit it across, played up by Miller to Hooker. Left side now Nielsen, big swing. 9 unofficially here tonight for Hooker, and we are tied at 4-4. Our first tie here in this second set. Miller one short, and IKM-Manning will hold on to the lead here at 5-4. Wanzer in, Ramsey out. Williams goes back to serve now for IKM-Manning. Serve on the way, back middle, played backwards by Larson. Miller kept it alive. Can Nielsen get it across on the free ball from behind the end line? Serve on the way by Williams, played by Nielsen, now to Larson. Hooker will free ball it across, goes back. Williams, that one sails along on her, hit behind that one, actually hit underneath that one is what I was trying to say, folks. Didn't really get transition, but out of that back row, you don't really transition, but she kind of went straight up and then ended up hitting the ball kind of behind her a little bit. Richards to Arp, now to Wanzer out of the left side. Roll shot played by Sporer over to Hooker, left side to Nielsen. Block, pop back up by Miller, 7-5. It's Kate Stengel now going to check in for Richards. So with two Stengels out there, I'll try to call them by their first name, Kate and Anna. So you know which one I'm talking about. Carly Arp heads back to serve. Over to Hooker, right side now to Nielsen. Big swing, dug by Arp. Anna over to the left side to Carroll. Free ball's a left corner off of Miller, off of the basketball stanchion, and that is good. Ball game. Second of the night as well, and the lead is 3 for the Wolves. That is their largest lead here tonight as they lead at 8-5. Arp with the serve, played by Miller up to Hooker. Right side to Nielsen, big swing by Maddie. That is number 6 for her on the night. Hooker's got 10 assists. Banda, who are their serve receiving, that serve by Nielsen sails along. And the lead back to 3 for IKM-Manning. Williams will check in now for Bandow. Anna back to serve for IKM-Manning. Serve goes back middle, played by Sporer up to Hooker. Nice serve receive. Nielsen with a back row attack. Big swing, that got off of Williams. Got up basketball stanchion and then came back in. So it's going to be out of bounds. Nielsen will get the kill. And the Wheelers have pulled within 2 here at 9-7. Served by Brooks. Tried to go cross court. It was a good thought. Just dropped it a inch or two too wide. And it is now 9-8 with Brooks again back to serve off of for Michelle Brooks. 7 aces on the night unofficially right now for Audubon. Serve on the way, played up Anna. And then Wanzer and Art both going for it. Stengel was down, Anna was down on the ground, and neither one of them could get to it. We're going to get a timeout called by IKM-Manning. Wheelers take their first lead here at 10-9. Back in 30 seconds here on at 93.7 at KKRL.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale.
Time from into the bottom part of the net. We are even up here at 10-10, our third tie in this second set. Coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pep Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Motor and player of the game coming up in the postgame. Aaron Ramsey on to serve. Motor and of Carey, your premier Toyota, Chevy, and Buick dealership for everything from sales to service to parts. Audubon back up here by a score of 11-10. Serve by Hooker, played up by Ramsey back right. Now attacked by Carroll, touch to the net, that's going to drop in. And we are tied at 11 apiece. So Art picking up at 4. Richards will check back in as Kate Stango will check out. Richards with the serve, played by Mulford, now over to Nielsen. Left side it comes to Miller, she'll free ball it across. Carroll over to Richards at right side, no, middle set for Williams. Touched, played by Nielsen back middle. They'll set it up for Miller, blocked by Williams. Tipped back over by Williams after a Hooker had knocked it back over. Audubon, Carly Art. Richards with the assist. And IKM-Manning has jumped back into the lead, our second lead change. We had 3 lead changes and 4 ties in the first set. We've had 2 lead changes and 3 ties here so far in the second set. Wheelers up, won the first set, 25-10. Wolves up here in the second one, 12-11. Michelle Brooks with a miss hit. And the lead time push with 2 hands instead of trying to swing when it's a tough play for you. Richards on the serve, going to drop in for an ace. That time, Audubon did it. They turned and watched instead of. We've got a timeout on the floor by Audubon. We're back in 30 seconds here on 93.7 at KKRL.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital. To improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive health care for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
Ella Richards back to serve again. Just picked up the first ace here of the night for IKM-Manning. Looking for another one. That's going to be off of a Brooks over the net and out of bounds. Back-to-back great serves for Ella Richards. And IKM-Manning up by 4 here. That is their largest leader as they lead at 15-11. Swing. We're going to get a net violation that time on Megan Williams, who's just shaking her head and saying, yep, I got into the net. Put Anna Larson back at the service line. 10 or 11 in a row in that first one. Near ace, tipped over by Richards, though, on the second ball, and we're going to get, a back row attack that time. Going to go against IKM-Manning. 15-13. Larson again will head back to the service line. Richards to Ramsey off the top of the net, dug by Nielsen, kept alive by Hooker, and now Larson will bump set it back to Hooker out of the back row. Free balls it over to Richards. Now to Art, middle set, Williams blocked. Harlow Miller right there to block that one, and Audubon has pulled with. Good second set here. Again, 3 lead changes, 2 ties. Largest lead's been IKM-Manning at 4. Richards to Art. Puts it over to Nielsen. Now free balled over up by Spoor. Right side it comes to Art for the Wolves. Touch to the net, played up. Hooker will set it left side. A low set. Nielsen not able anything she could do it. Addie anticipated a quick. Maddie expected a high set. So that was a low set, and she still hadn't gotten up there. So by the time she got to the ball, there was no way she could get it up and over the net. 16-14. IKM by Richards. And now Audubon miscommunication. They didn't get to the third ball in time, and when they did, it was too late. It's into the net, and IKM-Manning up 3 now at 7 feet away. Jump serve on the way off the top of the net, nearly an ace. Miller has to free ball it over on the third ball. Carroll to Richards. Middle set for Wade. Alive, and a lift call going to go against the Audubon Whalers. Another 4-point lead for IKM-Manning as they're up 18-14. So Grace Carroll heading back to the service line. Serve on the way, played backwards off of Michelle Brooks, and Grace Carroll with the ace. 3 aces in this second set for IKM-Manning, and they've got their largest lead here at 19-14. Grace Carroll again with the serve. Goes deep, played by Nielsen. Now to Hooker. Right back row attack for Nielsen. It's going to make it now 19-15. As Harlow Miller goes back to serve for the Wheelers. Wheelers serve going to be played back right by Carroll. Tracked down by Richards. Arp out to the right side. Arp and Richards were literally standing on top of each other. So Carly really couldn't transition and then just had to try and jump straight up and hit that one. Ends up hitting it into coming up by Miller. Played again by Carroll. Tracked down again by Richards behind the 10-foot line. And now free balled over by Carroll. Miller to Hooker. Left side Nielsen. Big swing down the line and drops that one in. Assist unofficially. And a mini run here for Audubon has gotten them back into this one at 19-17. Miller again, and we're going to get a rotation lined up wrong for IKM-Manning. That's going to make it now a 1-point game here at 19-18. Coach Cron coming out to talk and find out what was Richards and Williams all chatting about it right now. There might be confusion on who's playing. They're going to redo the play. You got a 6-2, both setters out on the court, and I think what happened was the down official got confused on who was supposed to be where for. Serve on the way by Miller, played that time by Williams in the front. They'll go over to Arp. That's going to be off of the antenna. That set took her well out of bounds. 19-18 now in favor of Audubon. As Harlow Miller again set to serve it away. Wolves were up 19-15 here just a moment ago. Actually 19-14 even. Middle set for Williams, and that's going to drop in. Nobody from Audubon really went after that. Everybody kind of looking at each other on that one, surprised. And that'll be a kill for Megan Williams. So Audubon still in this one. IKM-Manning had a chance to kind of build on that lead. Williams will check out and a Stango back in. Cadence Brandon Sporer heads back to the service line. That'll be a deep one played by Carroll. Up now to Art. Tipped over on the second ball. Dug by Sporer. Hooker sets up Nielsen. Block. Pop back up by Nielsen. Pushed deep by him. And that's going to drop in. Michelle Brooks with her first kill here tonight. And we are tied at 20-20, our fourth tie. We had 4 ties, 3 lead changes. Wanzer to Art, big swing and just misses. Good thought that time by Art, attacked on a ball that was almost like a set off of that serve receive. Probably needed to just go up and dump that one into that open spot, but Audubon back up now 21-20, and now we're going to get a ball ricocheting around on the IKM-Manning side. It's going to go over the net. Seconds here on it, KKRL.
For almost 150 years, Roselle Mutual has been insuring homes, farms, and so much more in Carroll and the surrounding communities. We offer outstanding coverage whether you need it day on the water, or you're looking to put better protection on your family home and farm. Roselle Mutual and Grinnell Mutual are here to provide you with expertise, exceptional service, and quality insurance for all of your needs. For commercial, farm, call today at 792-45.
Sporer to serve again, played by Stangle, kept alive by Carroll. Can Bandow free ball it across? She can't. Brooke goes up and attacks on the overpass, or on that third ball. Wasn't an overpass. Nielsen now after it came back over the Wheelers. Wolves get it from Arp over to Bandow, and that's going to be through the hands of a Larson. And Addison Bandow will pick up her second. So the run stop here. The kill, and it's now 22-21. Carly Arp will head back to serve for IKM-Manning. Serve on Hooker. Right side Nielsen, and that's into the net. We're tied again, this time at 22. Our fifth tie here in this set. Timeout going to be called up by Audubon. Let's go ahead and take a quick one. Back in third.
I was looking to replace the floor in a couple rooms at home. It can be super overwhelming with all of the options available. I popped by JP Flooring and was super surprised and impressed with the showroom and selection. I had no idea how extensive. When you change your floors, it changes the whole character of a room. I used their product visualizer and could literally see in advance what the styles would look like in my room. I totally recommend JP Flooring in Carroll.
Coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast at 3:22. Wanger trying to cheer on her team as Maddie Nielsen goes back to serve for the Wheelers. Serve on the way, back middle, played by up to Arp. Into the middle to Wanger, big swing, dug by Nielsen, over to Hooker, back row attack for Miller. That'll be popped up by Bando. Wanger goes over on the second ball and drops it in. Of the night, and we're tied again, this time at 23 apiece. 6th tie in this second set. What a ball game we've got here. Served by right side, and that is going to drop in for Anna Larson, her first of the night, and what a kill it is. It gives it set point now in favor of the Audubon Wheelers as Michelle Brooks will head back to the service line. Serve on the way by Brooks, played by Anna, now up to the net, and it's going to be tipped down by number 2 here by a final of 25-23. They'll go up 2-0. We're back in 2 minutes with more volleyball from Manning coming up right here on KKRL.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. To locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself at their You Pull It. Quant Auto and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
People want and deserve more comfort, efficiency, and reliability, both in their homes and places of work. Dries Company will be there to meet these challenges that strives to meet and exceed all your expectations. No matter if you are looking to buy new appliances or need the help from one of our certified technicians, we are here for you. We pride ourselves in our installation.
From footings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial, for more than 90 years, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. Convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process. Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
Oh, hell no! Not again! Has the roof... Let our hail damage experts at Brinks Exteriors work for you to get you a new roof. Call 712 Roof Pro. We know the last thing you want to do is worry about your big... Hail happens, but we can fix it. Call Brinks Exteriors now for a free roof inspection. 712 Roof Pro.
Nothing, a lead here in Santa number 3. It started off with against IKM-Manning, and then Maddie Nielsen just picked up her 10th kill of the night. Taken by Ramsey over to Larson, up to Hooker. Now the Miller on the slide, and Harlow Miller with her 8th kill of the night. And that is going to make it now second set to 25-23. Stengel on the serve receive over to Richards. Right side now, or left side to Arp. That one into the net. And it is a 4-0 lead here for the Wheelers. So Anna Larson will head back again to the service line. Serve on the way, and that is going to be off of Grace Carroll. Nothing. Serve again by Larson through the fingertips of Williams. Arp will track it down, back to Williams. Big swing, dug by Nielsen. Carroll down the line, and that's going to drop in. Grace Carroll with her 4th kill here tonight. Got Richards unofficially with 7 assists. Wolves on the board here as they trail it by a score of 5-1. Grace Carroll will head back to serve for IKM-Manning. That's going to be low and into the net. And that's going to make it now 5-2. Well for Audubon here tonight. She's had a good season as well. We'll head back to the service line. Serve on the way off the net, played up into the air by Carroll and then knocked over on the second ball nicely by Arp. Now get it to play on it and gets it across. Swing by Bandow out of the left, dug by Larson. Hooker pushes it over second ball to the right corner, played by Richards. Arp tracks it down near the bench, and now Carroll will free ball it deep. Larson over to Hooker. Nielsen, but not high enough for anybody to get to. So after a 5-0 run for Audubon to start it, IKM-Manning has scored 3 in a row. Nope. Yep, they got 6-2 on the board. Excuse me. And now Michelle Brooks is going to hit that one long. That's going to make it now 6-3. Should have been 6-2, so it should be 5-4 as far as I've got. I've got it at 5-4, and now we've got a big swing by Maddie Neal. Kill. They've got it 7-3 though on the board, and that's what is technically official. Sporer with the serve, played by Richards. Over to Art, now into the back row to Carroll, and that's going to sail long, and Audubon is up 8-3. Here, I can hear him. He's talking about the fact that we have a different score. We have it actually 7-4. But I'm switching mine over. There's going to be an ace serve at Audubon. They'll take a 9-3 lead as Sporer picks up the ace serve. That is going to be number 1 for her tonight. Sporer's had a really nice year in the back tonight. Grace Carroll on the serve receive over to Arp, now into the middle of Bandow. Larson out of the back row. Hooker sets up Miller out of the back row. That'll be dug by Anna Stengel over to Richards. Bumps it into the middle to Wanzer. Big swing, and so dedicated to putting in the time to do it. Always asking questions, anybody that can help her out. 9-4 our score right now as Arp heads back to the service line. Nielsen on the serve receive. Now back over to Nielsen. She'll get the big swing. And Maddie Nielsen kills. And this has been one of the problems for this young Wolves team this year. Is now and then where they really struggle, and that seems to be the case right now. And that one's going to sail long by Wanzer, and it's going to make it 10-5 or 11-4. Excuse me, 11-4. This happened to IKM-Manning against Newell Fonda on Saturday when I was up there. That block that time, Michelle Brooks again came into tonight with 13 blocks on the night. It's 12-4 in favor of Audubon. We've got a timeout by IKM-Manning. We're back in 30 seconds with more volleyball.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel toy the dreams you worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
Maddie Nielsen with her second ace serve of. And it's a 13-4 lead for Audubon here in this third set. That one's going to sail long. That'll make it 13-5. Good job by Anna Stengel. They showed in that second set what they're capable of. It's the consistency for this group. They're definitely improved from last year. Audubon, you knew last year potentially a really big year as Maddie Nielsen just picks up another kill, dropping it into the donut. And you've seen it come to fruition. They've got a chance to be pretty special this year. Brooks on the serve. Do need out to the right. That'll be played up by Sporer, kept alive by Hooker. Miller will free ball it across. Williams up to Arp. Now over to the left side to Carroll, played by Brooks off a hooker. And that's going to make it 14-6. And Carroll showing that athleticism. Just another one of those kids that works really hard. She's a libero, had to move to a hitting role tonight. And she's not very tall, folks. She's only 5'5", but I think she played middle for her travel team. Serve on the way, played by Maddie Nielsen over to hooker. Back to Nielsen out of the back row. Big swing officially now for 14 on the night. And the lead is at 15-6 as Addie Hooker again heads back to the service line. Serve coming up here from Hooker. Mackey Motors tailgate coming up in the postgame here. Nielsen on the dig. Up by Miller. Brooks gets it over to Hooker. She'll free ball it deep. Played up by Arp over to Kate Stengel. Now left side to Carroll. Tip to the donut off a hooker, and Grace Carroll going to pick up another one. 15-7. So Kate Stengel picking up the assist on that one. Ella Richards checking in now for Kate Stengel. She'll head back to the service line. And a player from both teams coming up for post-game interviews with us tonight, folks. So stay with us for that Mackey Motors tailgate show. Trying to get to the second ball. Arp had transition, not watching the ball though, and it drops in. And she did not see it coming towards her. And a Stengel with the deep ball played by Brooks. They'll go to Harlow Miller. Big swing played up into the air by Ramsey. Tracked down that time by Anna Stengel. And then again, Richards and Ramsey both anticipating the other one to take it. And it's now 18-7. We're going to get another timeout called by IKM-Manning. We'll step away back in 30 seconds here on 93.7 at KKRL.
The best power sports products in the business from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie. 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Anna Larson with the serve as we come to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth. Williams will attack, dug by Nielsen to hooker. They run the slide with Miller, and Grace Carroll will head back to the service line. Wheelers took the first set 25-10, won the second one 25-23 as the Wolves led the majority of that second set. Hooker pops it high into the air. Brooks unable to free ball it across. 2 straight for the Wolves, and they trail it. Saw Alex Blankman in the house here earlier tonight with Rex, her little one. Big swing by Maddie Nielsen. 19-9 now here in this third set. Harlow Miller heads back to serve. Wheeler's in command. I've got Nielsen 15 kills on the night. Serve on the way by Miller, played by Williams, tracked down by Richards. Now Carroll going to free ball it across. That'll be played by Nielsen to Hooker. Right. Elation going to go. Actually, you're going to say the ball came behind the antenna. I'm blocked from that view. Out of bounds off of Audubon. It's going to be 19-10. Wanser will check in now for Ramsey. Megan Williams. Well, that'll make it to 20-10. Williams will check out. Anna Stengel back in. Spoor. Serve it away. Low serve. Nice one played by Carroll. Bandow gets it back to Carroll. Back row attack. Nielsen to Hooker into the middle, and Michelle Brooks going to pick up another one. That is 1-10 in favor of Audubon. I'll get a picture on that motor and player of the game. Get that up on all of our social media. It'll be on the CB Sports Network website, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages yet tonight. I'll also try to shoot some video interviews with our post game and get those up on the CB Sports Network. Servers, he tracked down that time. And then by Hooker, and then nobody really played the third ball. Coach Gruen kind of frustrated over there because they just reached out. Gotta want every point. Carly Arp again with a serve. That one's gonna sail long. And it's now 22-12. I know years ago the Golden Rule was the ball club. There was consequences if there was no effort. Wanzer over to Kate Stangl, attack. Miller gets it off now to Hooker, over to the right side, left side to Larson, touch. I got Hooker unofficially now with 24 assists on the night. Audubon just a couple of points away from getting the 3-0 sweep tonight, up 23-12. And that'll make it to 23 at 2:13. And a Stengel now back to serve. Wanzer back in it for now to Larson left side. Roll shot played by Williams over to Arp, tipped over by Wanzer, played up by Sporer to Miller. Hooker out of the right, and is that going to be touched? It's going to drop. It's match point now for Audubon. Brooks' serve played up by Williams. Art bumped across. Side now to Larson. Cross court played up by Stangl. Carroll keeps it alive and able to get that ball in. And now tipped down, and getting it is going to be Addie Hooker. And back-to-back kills for Addie. Audubon will win the third set 25-14. Wheelers win it 3-0 over the Wolves tonight. 25-10, 25-23, and 25-14. Okay, that is coming up in 3 minutes right here on 93.7 KKRL.
DePaco Credit Union strengthens your well-being. Build strong communities. Brighter community for all. DePaco can help you be well.
Man, could not have done it by myself.
Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department. To stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
Since 1870, with 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC.
More prepared and gets them the transition from high school to college is very nice to have that.
Smaller campus, so it's a lot to know where you're going. It's hard to get lost here. And there's always a smiling face to help you if you don't know where you're going.
It's really nice to be able to get college credits to maybe go further degree or to go into the workforce right away.
Being a part of a team is not only fun, it can give our students a sense of identity and help them develop long-term relationships. This is Dr. Nate Luth, Next Generation Chiropractor. Your body before, during, and after the game. Proper warm-ups and cool-down are vital to staying on the field or court, and having regular chiropractic appointments can help reduce the risk of injury. Stay in the game by taking care of your body.
Your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service. A contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your